tendency to view illness through the lens of a man. As the co-chair of the all-party parliamentary group on HIV and AIDS, I wish to focus the rest of my remarks on the impact of the HIV on women. Women make up a third of people living with HIV, and an estimated 31,000 women living in the UK and 20 million women worldwide. In 2021, 556 women were newly diagnosed with HIV for the first time in England, accounting for 27% of all new first-time diagnoses. The vast majority of these cases were likely due to exposure during heterosexual contact. I think what's most shocking is that Black African women accounted for 38% of all women diagnosed, followed by white women accounting for 15%. Of the women diagnosed in 2021, this was a really shocking statistic, Mr. Deputy Speaker. 35% of them lived in London. And 47% of those women were diagnosed for the first time because they were diagnosed late. And this is a key issue that's highlighted by so many organisations and charities leading the fight against HIV and AIDS. Mr. Deputy Speaker, last month we celebrated HIV Testing Week, and I was proud to join other parliamentary colleagues across this House to demonstrate how quickly and easy it is to get tested. But testing is only one tool in the prevention against HIV and AIDS. And I'd also like to put on record the fantastic, formidable women who are leading the fight in the UK against HIV and AIDS. Susan Cole, Deborah Gold, Lisa Power, Sophie Strachan, Angelina Namibia, Amanda Eli, Professor Yvonne Gillies, Dr. Claire Dewsnap, Professor Jane Anderson, Annie Aslett, Dr. Laura Walters. These are just some of the women that I've met in my role as the co-chair of the APPG HIV and AIDS, who are taking that fight to make sure we remember women's voices if we are really to look at how we deliver services and make sure that we end new HIV transmissions by 2030. We must have a strategy for tackling persistent health issues that remain. The stigma, poverty, gender-based violence, immigration problems all intersect. The result is that women living with HIV struggle with not only their physical health, but their emotional well-being. To tackle this, we must achieve gender parity in the HIV response. This involves ensuring equitable investment, priority and attention to women in HIV prevention, research, data and services. We must also ensure that HIV research addresses specific knowledge gaps around HIV and women. This will support the full participation and meaningful involvement of women. And finally, Mr. Deputy Speaker, we must follow and allow for better access to PrEP and other forms of HIV prevention. So on this International Women's Day, I say to the House that together we can end this pandemic that started...
Give way.
I'll give way on that.
Just before she finishes her very powerful speech.